Welcome back, everybody. Wanted to give you a little update on the fireplace and the water leak, and the beast of the wall is going to be just, this thing's going to be huge. We decided we was going to add this big boy in here. As you can see, this thing is massive. Winston, he's checking everything out again. What do you think, Winston? Say hello, everybody. So me and Daddy's been working. So we didn't film everything. Said we didn't want it to be boring, but we'll show you what we've done. Over here in behind, we've had to bust up more tile. Your mortar mix will not stick to tile, so you have to bust it out so it'll make good contact with the cement flooring. But we've been adding all these, we call them filler rocks. Takes up space. You don't have to waste so much of your good rocks. We live on an old farmstead that 50, 60 years ago, they piled up all the rocks out of the field, and we decided we would use them, help us save some money. But as you can see, it's coming along. Like I said, there's our big girl, first one that we started with. We've just been playing around, working some rocks in, seeing how it's going to do. Like I said, this is a huge rock. We thought that one was big, but this one's even heavier. And give you a little update on the water leak we found. As you can see maybe down in the pail, it's just dripping a little bit. Right there is the leak. Nothing really major, so we're just going to leave it alone at this time. But everything cleaned up good, dried up, got everything dried up. Going to replace that water line anyway, so we're going to stay working on the fireplace. Like I said, it's going to be a major job, but you can see we've laid a lot of rock. Like I said, it's just filler rock. We tied it in really good. Make sure it's all mortar mixed around everything so you don't have no movement. Good solid base. But that'll give you an idea of what we've been doing. We're going to come over here. We're going to bust these tiles out right here. All the way over to here, bring it out in here and tie us in. It's going to be almost 17 foot wide now. We never intended over being 10 foot wide, but like I said, finding the water leak, that added to it. We don't know if we're going to go all the way up to the ceiling with it, or stop it in this general area here and just use this section as a place to store firewood, and also so we can access this in case we ever have a leak or something again. Then we have a gas line we're going to install in here. Don't know if we're going to use it though as a fire starter in the fireplace, but I think it'd be pretty convenient. Then if you wanted to, you could run it a little while as just as a gas line. So, but like I said, we just wanted to give you a little update. There's everything after we got it tore out. So we'll bring you back when we get ready to lay the big rock. Like I said, she is going to be a beast. Reason we chose this one here is it's got a perfect curve, how it curves around, and we were wondering how we were going to do here on this curve. So we're going to work it in here. Still got to lay a lot of filler rock in here, but I don't know what we're going to tie in here yet, but there she is. Just wanted to give you a little update. We'll see you in a little bit. All right. As you see, we got the big rock put in place. Got some rocks laying around. Just trying to get some ideals. Got that side in. Got to do a little filling in around it, but it's turned out quite nice. We're getting some of the tops laid in. We're still working on it. But using these big rocks and stuff and set and stuff, you can only do so many a day due to the weight. When you're trying to get stuff leveled and stuff, you go to messing with it and you get it out of kilter. But as you can see, we added some metal rebar for some extra support. Really don't need it with all the concrete we're doing, but I'm one of them guys that likes to overbuild everything. This is all the filler rock we were telling you about. If we had to pour concrete in here, this would have just been a major expense. And we had all these old farm rocks from over the years, you know, that the farmers had pulled out of the fields, and we decided to use that as fillers. Fills up a lot of space. Also, it strengthens the fireplace. It locks it all in together, but we did add some extra, like I said, extra rebar in through it, just randomly, just to tie everything together. Haven't done a lot of work on this side yet. There's still the water leak, still dripping. But right here is where we're talking about doing the wood box. We're not sure what we're going to do because of this metal support post and the wood, but we might come so far up on it here and turn it across and encase this in some kind of wood. Like I said, we don't know what our plans is really right now, but there's a shot of what we got done during the Arctic blast. We're going to get back to mixing some stuff up. Used to showing you all seen stuff being mixed, mortar being mixed, and that's just, we're trying not to keep it boring. But hopefully we can get this big boy laid today. It probably weighs close to 300 pounds. And we're going to try to, once we get it in place, our main goal is to try to set it in this area if it'll fit, but it's a little tight right here where that rock sticks out right there. So, but that's what we're going to try to concentrate on today. Maybe get some more of this rock laid right here. All right, we got some more rock laid. Got a little seepy, so we're letting some of the water get out. And what we do, we'll take this paintbrush over here. We'll lightly brush the top, and it'll give it a more rustic look. We set about 8-9 new rocks. Added that one in. Some of this here on the side, building up the side. If you don't know, ever worked with rock before, what you got to do is you lay so many pieces, let the masonry set up a little bit, and let it harden up, and you keep adding as you go. If you try to do too much at one time where the mortar's too soft, it will smush and throw you out of level. But you're not going to get these rocks completely level where they're knots and humps and cracks and raises, But that's the whole idea of laying this fireplace like it. It makes it more rustic looking. I think we're going to call it a day. Got some rocks laid, some of it filled in, the mortar filled in. Cracks. Got to come back down later and clean it. Get some of the moisture off of it and get some of the excess mortar mix off. But got that started today. Didn't get my big rock laid like I wanted to, but just the stuff just takes time. We've got a little bit done since the last time we filmed here. She's coming to life. It's been a lot of work. I tell you what, there's tons and tons of rocks in this fireplace. Get over here and show you. You see all these big rocks right here. These are limestone rock. They're not good for building, what you would say building anything, because they're bad to fragment and bust apart, but they make really good binding rocks. Once you get them locked in and stuff, they bind very well. We're over here almost to the leak in the wall, and that'll be another project that we'll have to do, but right now it's really not bothering us. And there's some of the tools to the trade. Don't tell my wife I got one of her good butter knives. I'll be in bad trouble. But like I said, you use these old field rocks so you don't have to waste your good expensive rock. Rock is expensive nowadays. But if you'll see, I'm just randomly throwing a big gob in here where there's some spaces at. Working it down in, just makes it tighter. You need to get you a good pair of gloves working with this. Make sure you got somebody saying this is a second pair of gloves. I already had to replace the right one once. Matter of fact, I'll show you. That's just after one day's use. So it's very abrasive on your skin and stuff, but I like these with the bumpers on them to keep you from busting your knuckles. You will bust your knuckles. You will drop a rock on your hand. And sometimes you slip and hit it with the hammer too. I've never done that though. That's just what I've heard. But I just wanted to show you what the filler rock was, how we worked it in, and you can see the volume that it takes up. And as you keep adding more rock, you keep adding more mortar, it just keeps filling down in any cracks you might have left. Like I said, I call it buttering the rocks. The more you spread this out on the rock, the stronger the bond. Well, this is what we got done after about a couple hours laying. You see, that is a lot of rock in there. Just don't do it no justice. You'll see the size of this thing when we get it done, though. I mean, 17 inches thick. And it's 4 foot wide, so you can just tell how much rock we have put in. We got one of our corner rocks started. This is where our firebox is going to be. So we're gonna do is right in here, put this one up, and then right in here run one out this way to give it more lock-in power. That just strengthens it up more. You can see here we still got our little water drip, but it's just barely dripping. That'll be the next thing when we get closer to it. It's going to be an all-day job running the PEX line and splicing it into the other line. So it's really not in our way right now. But you can still see all the mortar still wet we're going to let it set up the rest of the evening. That way tomorrow we can get a fresh start. But one thing I wanted to bring to your attention is we had a metal post right here, support beam post, and concrete or masonry, whatever it is, and steel doesn't go good together. So what we did, we took some roofing felt, tar paper roofing felt, encased the pipe in it so the concrete could not touch it. And this will also strengthen the post as building it into the fireplace because it encapsulates it. So, but hopefully got a rebar in there with this extra strength. Like I said, I'm a crazy guy about building everything extra heavy, but that's just the way I like to do stuff. But she's coming together. You can see where we laid before. It doesn't look pretty right now because it's got dust all over it. But we get this done, we'll clean it all off. Let's get started on laying the fireplace so we can get us a little heat here because it's been chilly. But we're going to call it a day today. We'll see you later.